Am I on? I'm live. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Monday. Happy Motivated Monday. I'm dropping in, of course, to say hello, but I'm also dropping in to alert you that I am starting another No Days Off challenge. A lot of people have been chiming in with me, you know, whether it's on the public forum or if they just go into my private inbox and they tell me how much these challenges help them and what they're doing in the challenges. And some people, believe it or not, have not stopped ever since I started the No Days Off challenge however long ago. They are still going hard in the paint, and then they'll drop in and let me know what's going on. But I have a really cool story to share with you, because a girlfriend of mine that I met over a decade ago, hey y'all, what's up? Everybody's in here, what up? What's up? I'm dropping in for a few reasons. What's up, babies? Hey. I'm dropping in, of course, to say hi. If you ever have any questions of me, feel free to ask me. If I can ever provide you with any advice or whatever, you know, because I do the coaching thing, holla at your girl. But I wanted to let you know I'm starting a new No Days Off challenge. This has become so powerful for a lot of people, because being in a community of people who are going, all right, y'all better put those likes up, baby. What up, Harold? Christine, Ben, I gotta say hey to everybody. James, Moody, hey, darling. I know you're out there playing your butt off. I know you are out there blessing people with your talent. I know I missed some people up here. Let me just say hi real quick, because I don't want to miss people. Montresaw is up here. DZ, what up? Mike, Mitchell, Harold, what up? Janelle, hey, baby. Oh, my goodness. It's so good to have you guys in the space. Tanita, hey. Are you in Africa right now? Are you in Africa? How is that? You're so amazing. Kirsty, hey. Al, what's up? It's been too long. What's up, man? You holla at your girl. Kai, hey, Kai, thank you. I'm so glad you get value from them and that you dig them. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see you on the thread, because I haven't seen your name in a while. How have you been? How's everything going? Okay, so I'm starting this new No Days Off challenge because it's been so powerful for so many people. And lo and behold, there are a lot of people who are doing this challenge that don't tell me about it. But then later when they accomplish something, they're dropping in my inbox and they're like, yo, Ro, I've been on this No Days Off challenge and this is what I just pulled off. I'm like, what? So I love it. So because that's happening more often than not now, I'm thinking about just doing this on a regular basis, because I learned and I am learning that community, being amongst other people who are going for similar things, being amongst people who are of like mind, can be more powerful, more potent, more empowering than personal willpower. It can push you to go beyond what you might personally do when you see others doing it as well, right? So there's a young lady that I know. Her name is Nashua. Nashua just hit me up not too long ago. I met her over a decade ago, right? Probably when she was about 20 years old. She's from Belgium, and I made sure I could tell this story before, you know, I put this up, because I was like, yo, I would love to inspire people with your story. And she says, okay. So Nashua was about 20 years old when I met her, and she came over from Belgium. She didn't know the English language very well. I can't even remember. She probably get me for this. I can't even remember exactly how we met, but I do remember meeting her and taking her under my wing, so to speak, and just kind of providing guidance whenever I could. And I kind of turned into a mentor and didn't even know it, I guess, right? So she tells me now, she's like, Ro, I really wish I had listened to you back in the day. But, you know, life gives us what we need, right, in order to become the people we're intended to become, in order to grow in the ways that we need to grow. And everybody's path is going to be different, right? So she we got disconnected after a little bit of time, and I didn't know what was going on with her. I used to think about her every once in a while, like, I wonder what's going on with Nashua, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden she hits me up when I'm on tour in Europe. Facebook Messenger is crazy like that, right? We can connect with anybody from all over the world. Amazing. And she's like, so I went to jail and I was in a gang and just in a whole other life. I knew that she was she said I was lost. I knew she was lost, you know, at one point, but not, I didn't know that that was in her, right? So she goes down this completely different path than I anticipated for her. Went to jail for about 4 to 5 years because she is a foreigner on the American soil. When she finally did get out of jail, they deported her to her country, and of course she can't come back to America. So she goes back to Belgium, and she's got to figure out, well, who am I and what do I want out of life? And so she starts to, you know, do her thing out there, and she finds this this nursing home, this elderly home, right? And she does really well with older people. She loves to relate to them. Hey, y'all, welcome to the conversation. So she does really well with older people. So she volunteers at this elderly home for 6 months, full time, for free. Okay, follow this story. She volunteers full time for free. She finally figures out why she's there, because they just love her. She has great personality, right? She's like, Ro, this is what I want to do. This is something I'm passionate about. She just liked it. So the No Days Off challenges that I've been putting up, she decides she's going to do it. The one thing that she said that kept playing over and over in her head that I kept saying is, you got, come on, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you can pull, but you at least have 10 minutes. We all trick that off on like social media, right? You can go on there looking at somebody else's stuff, or watching some other video where somebody else is living their dreams or living out loud, and you could be reinvesting that time into your own dreams, right? I put up a post recently, you know, Maxine Waters was talking about reclaiming your time. We got to reclaim our time. So she's like, I got 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes. So every day she would do at least her 10 minutes. She's like, I got 10 minutes. I know I got 10 minutes. And that's what I kept saying. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with what you want to do. Just chip away at your goal. Just chip away. I promise it will get done if you don't stop. So she follows through every day. 10 minutes, no days off. Next thing you know, Nashua is enrolled and she's back in school, and she just got accepted into her nursing program that she really wanted to be in because she kept chipping away. So now she is on her way to becoming a nurse after this life that she led before. She found purpose. She created purpose. She's creating purpose. And this jump-started with the No Days Off challenge. How powerful is that? So I am here to encourage you guys to chip away at your goals. If I can be here to help you to do that, to get your mindset stretched about what's possible for yourself, because belief is so important. Okay, she believed, she found a way to believe. And I know when I put up these posts, I want to always encourage people to stretch their perspective about what is possible for your life. So she believed it's possible, coming from where she came from. She was depressed. She told me I could share this too. She dealt with depression. She also tried to commit suicide 3 times because she was in jail for 4 to 5 years. And she didn't know if she was going to be able to get out. And she expressed to me some of the things that was happening with other women that were in jail that she just thought was so sad, and how they went in for these petty crimes, and they were there since the 80s. It's such a system that people can get swept up in, and it's really sad to hear some of the things that are happening in there and why. And we know that it can be big business, right? But yeah, she tried to commit suicide a few times, thought that life was over for her, and look at her now, creating purpose, finding purpose, choosing to do something, and then and going after it. And she used this No Days Off challenge to jumpstart her engine and do it. And she dropped in my box and was like, Rhona, I just got to tell you, I did this No Days Off challenge with you. I wasn't telling you. I just was watching the videos. And now this is what I've been able to create for myself. What? Super duper powerful. Let me see what you guys are saying, because you are talking and I'm talking, right? Okay, you said, Matthew says, hey, Ro, I've been missing your live chats recently. Glad I caught you this time around. I'm good, darling. Glad you caught me too. Hey, John. Let me see. Hey, Johnny Betts. Buddy, what's up? Bindu from Amsterdam. That's my partner out of Amsterdam. She does the podcast with me, Music Wise Podcast. Ooh, we got some big stuff planned for that as well. Hope you guys are going to support us on that. Troy McDonald, thank you for chiming in. Caldoon, you're very right about that we do need to make moves little by little, chipping away at our goals. I can't tell you how powerful that can be. Sometimes when you're going slower, you might not feel like you're getting enough done. But if you overwhelm yourself, you can shut yourself down, and then you're not getting nothing done. So I'd rather you take these baby steps if you need to. Sometimes do less than you're capable of, right? Just so that you feel a sense of accomplishment when you get the stuff done. And that can fuel you as well. You're like, I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. Then give yourself a little bit more to bite off and chew, you know? Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying. Everett says, you have really inspired that young lady. It's very admirable. Thank you. Hey, Jackie, that's my Aunt Jackie is in here. It's really powerful. Rhona B. Gary May says, Low Base. Hey, Rhona. Yes, I know who you are, Low Base from Glendale, California. Christine, that was an awesome story. Tell her she's a great person. Man, so inspirational. I'm going to put her picture up after this video just to shout her out so you can see her beautiful face and what she has been through. Coming from being 20 years old into a foreign country, didn't even know the English language well, couldn't even barely write to me when she would text to me. But I took her under my wing, and I remember we connected, and I found out about her heart's desire, what her fears were, and all of that stuff. And then we kind of parted ways, and she went down her lost path, as she quotes, you know, like she's like, I was just lost. Ended up in a gang, ended up in a life of crime, ended up going to jail, being deported back to Belgium, and now finding purpose again and creating purpose for herself, and is on track for a career that she wants for herself. Talk about being able to turn your circumstances around. Has dealt with depression, has dealt with suicidal thoughts as well as suicidal actions, but it wasn't her time to go. Let's see. Everett, I'm glad that this young lady turned her life around by following her goals and doing something that she's passionate about. Me too! Miss Rhona, you're an angel. Girl, I appreciate you. Tony Walk, what up, baby? I hope you're better. I hope you're doing better and better and better. Jam and Jay, what's up, you talented person? You're so talented. Caldoon, Steve is in here. Antoine Vincent is in here. Belle, how are you, babe? Crystal. All right. So do you guys have any questions for me? Since I'm here, you know, we're doing No Days Off challenge starting today. I'm going to give you the speech I give everybody. You know, you have at least 5 to 10 minutes that you can take out of your day to dedicate to your goals or your bigger dream or whatever it is you want for your life. Will you do that for yourself this week? Will you be consistent about committing to at least 10 minutes? Maybe when you sit down, you'll get out 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Or sometimes for me, since I'm writing, sometimes that's my goal. I may sit down and say, just at least do 10 minutes, Ro. And then it turns into 2 hours. Right? Those are like the special days. But other times it'll turn into 30 minutes, 45 minutes that I'll chip away at my goal with. So just put the time in. Just chip away at your goal. Will you commit no days off this week? Join the crew of us. This is the No Days Off crew. Be supported by other people. Be supported by people who are going for similar things, just of like mind in the sense that they want more for their lives. They want a better quality of living. They want to create something more interesting. You want to live with more passion. You want to live with more purpose. Join this, join the crew, man. Let's see what you guys got going on. Keep up the good. You got it, Jay. Okay, am I going back to acting? I will address that in a second. We will invoke perform in Los Angeles. I don't know. We've been here a few times. Been working on it. Day 253. Posting artwork. Ow! I see. Yes, Johnny. I remember you telling me that. 253 is gangsta. Very nice. Every day he has posted his artwork for 253 days. That is almost a year of consistency. Congratulations. That's what it takes, you guys. If we really, really want to take this thing to the next level, it requires our persistence and consistency. But you can chip away. You don't have to overwhelm yourself. Okay? Chunk your goals down into the smallest action steps and then take that step. Okay, let's see what you got. Question, how do you learn to trust your gut feeling and not listen to the people discouraging you? Okay, so you got to build your confidence. This is something that I do at Personal Power University, actually. We have a specific section of the curriculum where we work on how to build your self-confidence and not to allow whether someone else believes in your dream or not to stop you from going for what you want. Right? So first you got to get clear on what you want. And you got to give yourself permission to dream that big or that small or that practical or that whatever, because I don't know what it is you might want. It may be something really practical. Sometimes dreams are not these really lofty things. It doesn't have to be like the dream house or the dream job. It may be if I could just accomplish this would improve the condition and quality of my life. That's a great goal. That's a great dream, you know? So it depends on what you want. Figure that out, write it down, get comfortable with it, get cozy with saying it, right? Get cozy with imagining that you could have it, visualize, see yourself doing it, because you got to get your belief system in place first to even know that you can have it and go after it. Because a lot of us are too afraid to even stretch our perspective to say that you want something. Maybe it's because somebody told you couldn't have it. Maybe because it doesn't fit within your current life. You know what I mean? Maybe the way you've always been is not the way you want to be moving forward, and that's scary. You know, I don't know what your mindset is surrounding it, but building your confidence is key, and being clear about what you want is key, and then saying it's okay for me to have it, and then take steps, action steps towards it. And also surround yourself with other people who believe in you. Surround yourself with other information that supports and encourages and pushes and empowers you to have it. It's so important to create a support system for ourselves if we don't have it currently in our lives. You know, this way this is why I'm saying that community can be even more powerful than personal willpower. Because when you start not maybe believing in yourself, somebody else has got your back. Or you're going to watch somebody else go for their stuff that was scared. And it's going to empower and inspire you to do the same. You know? I hope that helps. It's really general answer to the general question, right? Thanks, Bindu. Let's see. It's because of you that I've started chipping away at one of my goals. It's been important for me to get back into practicing yoga and meditation. So after being away from it for a while, geez Louise, let me see, where is it? You're seeing the benefits of both. Your mood is improved. Awesome. Have more energy, you're more productive. You're noticing that you're getting annoyed just the same, even more so with people. Is it normal? Have you experienced or heard of people experiencing the same when they turn inward? Yes. You can become so self-consumed, right? And you so want to control the environment of your space that you forget that it's the practice is also entertaining your outer environment as well and finding balance, right? Because we could really shut ourselves off from everything that's happening in the world, but is that the most healthy or the most conducive for change or for what you desire in your life, right? So yes, when we start turning inward and we want to turn away from all the other negativity and all that stuff, we might become a little snobbish about our time and space, you know, not saying that in a negative way, just putting it for what it is. And I think that now, since you just put that out there, maybe it's trying to tell you, okay, let's relax the edges a bit. Let's remember to be inclusive. Let's pay attention to our environment and let that be a challenge and practice and something that grows you to accommodate other people and other things while you maintain this sense of inner peace. Can you do that, right? That's a thought. Hit me up in the inbox if you want to, Matthew. Okay. No days off. Trey, are you in? Okay, you started to work on some of your goals, but you're going to try and put in more time, even if it's only at least 10 minutes a day. Yes! Try to do more than that. Everett, I can't tell you how productive that can be to just do 10 minutes. 10 minutes can turn into more, but if you just have a smaller goal, then you can let it naturally become more, as opposed to this lofty, lofty goal that if you don't make it, you're like, and you conk out. This is some good stuff, y'all. Better get in now. Haha, Tony! It's free. Even then, I'm willing to pay for gold for you. Love you. Oh, I love you back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Rhona. It's my girl. Diggity. Rosie, what up? James is here. Lafayette, hey. Tony, how are you? Okay, Trey says, drop them gems. Folks got to take the first step. That's right. Write your goals down. It takes seeing it written to manifest it in the physical. Speak. Let me tell you something. Writing something down, I don't know what it is, but it can be very, very powerful. Writing it down makes it, just kind of puts it in plain view for you. It just puts it in plain view, and then you can see what your brain is thinking. And sometimes if you take that censor out of the way, that part of yourself that wants to be like the thought Nazi, wants to tell you what you can say or not say or control your language and how you're writing, just get all that stuff out of the way. There's this thing that I learned to do. It's called a brain drain. Sometimes you want to do it in early morning because that's when you're just waking up out of that fresh state of sleep and you just want to see what comes out. Maybe there's some stuff that needs to come up and out for healing. You can just vomit on paper. I know that sounds disgusting, But it could be that. There could be toxic thoughts that need to come out. It could be anything. But just brain drain sometimes to get in the habit of getting your mental censor out of the way. That part of yourself that wants to try to control you to make you talk a certain way, think a certain way, express a certain way. Sometimes we have to practice getting our censor out of the way so we can free ourselves up to think differently, to do things differently, to welcome in new thoughts. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. And if you want more information about that, tell me and I can either do a video about it or just drop in my inbox and ask me a specific question. What's going on? Did I have a good weekend? Yes, I did have a good weekend. Hey, Paul. You're welcome, Matthew. It's my pleasure. I hope I spoke to what you were asking me. John, don't just hear the word you got from God, but do the word you heard. All right. You heard the word. Now work the word. Speak. Love you for life. Keep on making it do what it do. That's right, John. Thank you. Hey, Rhona, did you see the new cast of the new Mickey Mouse Club? I sure did. And it's like, wow, watching evolution. Woohoo. Amazing. Shanika, writing things down really has helped me. That is a current student of Personal Power University, and I am so glad to hear you say that. It is so powerful to not only write it, but to speak it and then to see it. If you can sit in your visions every day, you guys, no less than 10 minutes, maybe as much as 30 minutes, okay? I like to practice 30 minutes, sitting in a vision, allowing yourself to immerse yourself in a thought or what you'd like to see for yourself, and then attaching as much emotion or belief that you can have it into that vision as much as possible. As long as you can sit in it. Play it out for yourself. Visualize every day. Stretch your perspective about what's possible by using visualization, and also writing your goals down, putting it in plain English, taking it, and looking at it and seeing what you desire. You know what I mean? All of these things, getting all of your faculties working together, your eyes, your audio, your writing, helps. Okay, your goals can turn into your everyday routine. That's right. Okay, everybody says it makes sense. That's what's up. I miss you too, Michael. We got some music to make. I've been thinking about you and making some music. Okay, you can't deny it once you can see it. I'm doing a blog on how to be the most productive, yet vomiting on paper is exactly what you have to do. You have to learn. Come on, speak on it. You have to learn how to set goals. I'm thankful for you too, Trey. Thank you for chiming in with that. It's so important to also get the toxicity out, right? Because sometimes we'll think we got to be so perfect, but a lot of that stuff, you need to see what it is that's inside of yourself that's making you feel that way. Whatever the thing is. And if you can get that censor out of the way and just speak with abandon, whether it's curse words on the paper or not, whatever it is, get it out. Get that toxicity out. Let's see. Hey, hey, Ike, what up? Okay, it takes 21 days to form a habit. Now, I'm going to say this about that particular bit of information you just shared, because I've definitely practiced the 21-day, it takes 21 days to form a habit. To me, it takes repetition upon repetition upon repetition, and that may go beyond 21 days. A lot of the times it does go beyond it. From my own personal experimenting with this, it goes beyond 21 days because we are creatures of habit. I think it's a great start, but just from experimenting with it myself, I feel like it takes even longer than that, because we're creatures of habit. And if you don't, whatever you don't practice, you can get weak at, so we got to stay at this thing. When you fall off the horse, get back on. When you fall, you know what I mean? Keep practicing this thing, because we are just creatures of habit. You and Invoke coming out with new music. We are. Hey, Shanika. We are coming out with new music. The album is going to be called Electric Cafe, and it's coming soon. Okay, let's see. Rhona, do you and Cindy and Terry have any concerts or shows in New Jersey? I'm not sure, but you guys can go to invokemusic.com if ever you want to know if we're coming to your city. I would love to see you. Hit me up in my inbox if you're going to come to a show, Sorry. Let's see. Kimberly, welcome to the conversation. Hi, Brian. So do you guys have any questions of me before I get off the live chat? Because I've been talking. Have I been talking too fast? Because sometimes when I talk about this stuff, I can get so passionate, and then I'm like this, so slow me down sometimes if I'm going too fast. Hey, Tanisha. but it empowers me. It charges me up, right? I'm really passionate about this kind of information and studying the human condition and how to heal it when we run into some roadblocks, or when we want to bust a limiting belief up. If we want to reduce it or eliminate it altogether, or if we want to overcome personal obstacles, I will comb through stuff to find out, how do we do it? How do we rework the subconscious mind? How do we, whatever. I'm on it. Okay. Thank you, Ever, for the feedback. I'm doing well, Tanisha. Going hard in the paint. Have another question. How can we get to a point where we're okay seeing others in our lives succeed at the very thing we've wanted to succeed at but haven't? That's a good question, my dear. That goes to the first thing that wanted to come into my mind as a response to that. This is not necessarily an answer. This is just a response. It's spiritual and self-development. When we are... Okay, there's two things that just came to my mind. Working on yourself and just besting yourself, not making it a competition with someone else or something outside of yourself, can help tremendously. Take yourself out of competition mode in that mindset. It's always about just how can you become a better version of you. And if you can just stick to that, everybody else is walking their own path. And how they succeed and when they succeed is for them. And also, sometimes we'll be looking at people's outside story and thinking that we're either so behind or we're not getting something, but you don't know what they're dealing with in other aspects of their lives. You don't know what other challenges they have. You don't know that win, that it looks like a great win for you to witness, but for them it's just coming out of a hole. I mean, sometimes we have to remember that we're just the outside looking in. We don't know what kind of challenges people are dealing with. And then the other thing is, the other thought that came to me about that is making your, somebody was walking past the car, making your goals bigger than yourself. When we think bigger than ourselves, we really don't have, when we're serving something bigger than our own personal dreams, which is also a part of your dream, but you're serving other people within it. When we keep expanding that, my goodness, I'm about to lose my battery. When we keep expanding our ability to serve others, I believe that also, you don't have time to worry about what somebody else is doing because you're too busy serving. You're too busy becoming a better version of who you are. You're too busy trying to discover what else you have to offer and how you can express that. Does that make sense? That's what came to me just now. It's not an answer. It's just a response. Just a response. You guys, my battery's about to go dead. So, man, I've enjoyed this conversation. I hope that if I missed, blessings. If I missed somebody's responses, I'm probably going to go back through this thread at some point to just talk, catch what I didn't address in this talk with you guys. I'm sorry if I missed somebody's question from me. I wish I had more battery. Why I always come to y'all with a low battery? Not always, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, happy Monday. No Days Off crew. Who's in? Please put in the comments. If you're in the No Days Off crew, either just put hashtag No Days Off. And I'm going to come in and celebrate you later when I'm able to get back to this thread. Here's to you up-leveling your quality of living. Here's to you going after your dreams. Here's to you taking a bold step today and saying, I am going to commit to at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to my goal, my bigger dream, what's possible for me, what else I have to offer, what I've been afraid to go after. I'm going to give myself an opportunity to do that. And then you're going to be joining a crew of people who are here to support you, push you, encourage you, empower you with information, with supportive words, with whatever. You never know when you get into a community of people who are moving towards greater living. You can ask them for their assistance. Where the 6 degrees of separation becomes even smaller. You might be sitting next to the man in the comment thread that can help push your dream along. Join the crew, if you will, and I will celebrate you in this thread when I get a chance. Sending blessings to you guys. What up to everybody who just joined the conversation. And until next time, Beezy out.